We are visiting with the head coach of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Greg Powers. Greg, welcome back to the show again on Frozen 4 week.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
I know you'd rather be playing in the tournament, but next best thing is going there and seeing the competition. So tell me a little bit about what your week ahead lies.
Yeah, we head out tomorrow and obviously just go take it in. And again, this is the third year in a row that I've gone and watched, and it's always a lot of fun. You know, it's great hockey. Obviously, it's this year 4 really good talented teams, 3 that we played. So it'll be a lot of fun, and it's in a great city in Chicago that's always a good time.
Has a little more meaning when you've actually seen these teams up close and in personal in competition, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, obviously with the progression of our program to go to a Frozen Four and watch teams that you played and competed hard against. It's rewarding, you know, at this stage of our program. So obviously, one day, very soon, we want to be playing there, and that's our goal, and that won't change. And we're working hard every day to get closer to that goal.
Let's talk about that step. You guys will play another independent schedule. I know you told me you're all booked with your 34 games or whatever it is. So give us a little rundown about where we're at on that.
Yeah, so I mean, our schedule's done next year. It's close. As close as we've had to a half and half between a home and away split. So we do have more home games, Division I home games next year than we've had in our first in our hybrid year or this past year. We have one exhibition game for 35 at home against Northern Alberta Institute of Technology. So they're going to come down for one. So it's good to get a really good exhibition game against a good team in. Get our guys some feel out there before we kick off the season. And I will say that we open up at home against UMass Amherst that first weekend in October, and we're excited about it.
And that's here at the home barn, or is that going to be?
We don't know the split yet. We'll know here in the next few weeks the split between Gila River and Oceanside and what that's looking like, and what games the Pac-12 network wants to air. We obviously want to play out of Gila River when they air those because they can't broadcast out of Oceanside. So the NHL schedule's, I think, pretty much done. So we'll get with Gila River and the Coyotes and the Pac-12 network and figure out what that breakdown is going to be here pretty soon.
How big of importance is the Pac-12 network? You and I have talked off camera about it, but tell the audience a little bit about how big that is for hockey in the West.
I think it's great. You know, the fact that I think they aired 4 of our games last season and 3 the year before, and to have them, you know, so interested in us adding to their content is really important, and I think it's helping grow college hockey. It just gives people out west and everywhere the Pac-12 network airs another option to see college hockey. You see more college hockey every year on TV, and then there's weekends where you can sit and watch, you know, 5-6 games a night, and I think the people that really love college hockey enjoy that, and we're happy to add to it.
I hear from a lot of people, a lot of alum out east, New York, Boston area, that are excited to know if there's going to be any games out there again this year, and I'm guessing there are. Anything you can lead to as to where you're going to be out there for them yet?
Yeah, you know, we'll have a little bit less in New England than this year. We seem like we're in New England every other week, and but we will be out there for games against Yale and Holy Cross. So you know, the travel next year is a lot better. A lot of regional travel, a trip to Air Force, a trip to Colorado College. You know, those are 2 easy separate trips, you know, right up hour-and-a-half flight to Colorado Springs. So we're excited about that. Next year's schedule is much more manageable from a travel standpoint, and how it lays out. We have some breaks built into the season. We play all the way through the end of February, which is great. It was a schedule designed with 2 years of planning behind it, where the previous 2 years, literally, there weren't openings for a lot of teams, so we just had to play whoever would play us and when they would play us. So we're really pleased with how next year's schedule lays out, and you know, it'll be a good one.
So we talk a little bit about not only the competition and the schedules, but the really neat part of it is you got some good teams coming here this year that's going to be exciting for local hockey fans, isn't it?
Yep, we got some great competition coming in first half and especially the back half. We're loaded in January with some really good powerhouse programs. Really here almost the entire month of January. So we are thrilled again with the exposure that we're going to give. Most importantly, just to college hockey here out in the Southwest. So and then obviously we've been vocal about how excited we are to go up to Las Vegas in early January and plan a
Can you announce the teams on that one yet, or not quite?
No, I can't. That's not for me to announce. There's a promotion company that's running that event, and I'm sure they'll want to do it on their own timeline. But it's at T-Mobile in early January, and another regional setting for our program and our fans and people in the Southwest to go experience Division I college hockey.
Let's talk a little bit about the month of April for you. You're really busy as well. I know the guys are out there getting their spring skates in right now. And then you lead into the Frozen Four this week. You got the NCAA meetings. You got your awards banquet. All kinds of good stuff. So give us a quick rundown on what's happening.
Yeah, it's been crazy since the season ended. You know, the three of us, myself and Fieldsy and Hicksy, have been gone a lot. You know, we're mixing in a lot of recruiting on top of obviously still doing spring practice here with the guys. We're only limited to 2 hours a week because of NCAA rules, and that stops here in a couple weeks, and then we're done. And then they do their captain skates and continue to work out off the ice on their own time. A lot of stuff going on in April, obviously Frozen Four, and then after that we have our banquet April 15th at the Yard in Tempe. We're really excited about that, and we'll announce our season awards and some other good program announcements at that banquet. And then there's obviously the coaches convention in Naples in late April. So really busy month for us here in our program, and really for anyone that's involved in college hockey.
So you and I talked off camera about what's going to happen down in Naples, and definitely you will not be in a conference next season, but you're hoping for the 18-19 season.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're shooting for. We're obviously going to go down and have discussions and see where those lead. But our expectation is to target that 18-19 season, and it has been really for a while now. But next year we have a tremendous schedule again that takes us all the way through February with a really good balance of home and away games. So really the only thing we are missing is a conference tournament to play in, we'll get that solved eventually.
For those that don't know, the pairwise is the real big thing in getting into the national tournament. Obviously, the conference tournament is another way to get in, but you guys have moved up the pairwise each and every year so far. So I think this year you finished like in 44 spots, something like that. What do you expect and what do you hope for in pairwise rankings at the end of next season?
Well, that's a good question, and it's tough to answer that. I mean, we want to have a winning season. We that's our goal, and wherever that ranks us. And again, we're a program that is still building, and when you're building, you can't focus on too many things really far in front of you. You have to focus on what's right in front of you, and try and conquer short-term goals and segments, and if you focus on that and you don't stray from that process, your long-term goals will come to fruition. And that's how we got here in the first place. That's why we became a Division I program. It's how we operated at the ACHA level, and it's my belief that's how you should just operate generally in life. So it's cliche, but it's going to be one weekend at a time, and we want to continue to fill out our progress chart in our locker room and get a first home sweep and have an above 500 season. And those are, I think, the two main goals that are still left blank that we believe we can accomplish, and we're going to try to.
Let's finish things up with two things that we always want to talk on. Everybody wants to talk about is number one, recruiting. You're going to be able to talk about some new recruits coming up here in April too, right?
Yeah, after April 15th, we'll be able to discuss openly the spring signees. We're adding a few kids in spring, and we're really pumped about what they bring to the table. All the kids that signed in November obviously have been announced and we've discussed. So it'll be a really good class that we think will come in and contribute right away.
I get one question for you, as I know you know what's coming every time, is when's the arena coming this way? What's going on with arena talks?
It's a good question. You're asking the wrong guy.
Thanks, Craig. I appreciate your time. Have an enjoyable time at the Frozen Four, and we'll talk to you on the 15th at the banquet.
Thanks so much.